The 10 Foods for Better and Longer Bender, Easy Life. What if changing the contents of your plate to avoid breakdowns and boost your manhood? Just know what foods to avoid and put the package on food to get better. Stop the junk food. The quality of the erection is often inversely proportional to the amount of abdominal fat. To get rid of your belly or to avoid seeing it grow after 30 years, it is absolutely necessary to limit foods both fat and sweet such as biscuits, burgers, pastries, etc. According to a study published by the European Society of Cardiology, 80 of people who suffer from erectile dysfunction also have a risk of increased cardiovascular disease. The same study has shown that a Mediterranean diet has a particularly beneficial effect on these patients. 1. The principles of the Mediterranean diet are simple: fruits and vegetables, olive oil, whole grains, lean proteins. No refined sugars, white sugar, soda, sweets. No refined grains, and quite a few saturated fats, fatty meat, charcuterie. Another enemy of erection, alcohol. Even if one tends to believe that it facilitates the sexual relations, the fact is that beyond 3 glasses the alcohol has negative consequences on the erection. In short, a drink is okay, more than 3 glasses is the disarray. On the menu, testosterone and nitric oxide. The principle is simple: for a tenacious erection the body needs 2 things: testosterone and nitric oxide. Testosterone is the hormone of virility. It is she who is responsible for the hair, the deep voice, the musculature and the erection. To find out if you have enough testosterone, just take the morning test. If you have every morning a good erection, a priori testosterone levels are good. I do not bend anymore, even in the morning. If this is not the case, and if in addition the libido seem to diminish, then it's time to think about raising the levels of testosterone. Before rushing to the doctor for prescribing dangerous spites, the risk of cancer is increased, or worse, to buy dubious pills on the internet. You can boost testosterone levels through diet. Discover effective techniques to increase your testosterone level. Nitric oxide, NO or nitric oxide, is a neurotransmitter in gaseous form. It is synthesized by the human body from L-arginine and oxygen. It causes relaxation of smooth muscles, vasodilatation of blood vessels, and thus erection. Besides being essential for a good erection, it is also essential for good cardiovascular health and helps to build muscle. The best natural products to boost your nitric oxide level. As with testosterone, you can increase your NO levels by making the right food choices. The 10 foods for better bend and stronger. Oysters. Oysters are since the antiquity part of the food to bend or better. Logically, oysters are the largest source of zinc in our diet, 17 to 33 milligrams for 6 small oysters. The zinc is an essential element in the manufacture of testosterone in the body. When we know that it takes 8 milligrams of zinc per day for a man under 50 years and 11 milligrams for a man over 50 years, we see the interest of regularly eating oysters to boost testosterone levels. Cabbage. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. They both contain molecules that participate in virility and are all foods for hard and good bending. Indole-3-carbinol and D-glutaric acid are anti-aromatase elements. They reduce the levels of estrogen circulating in the blood and thus increase the amount of testosterone. Beet is an excellent precursor of NO thanks to its richness in nitrites. NO, nitric oxide, is essential to relax smooth muscles and facilitate vasodilation. According to one study, drinking 50 centiliters of beet juice lowers blood pressure for 2 hours. 2. Hypertension is the enemy of erection, so beet is an ideal food for hardening. Celery. Casanova used to say they kept all their sexual energy. The celery is a famous aphrodisiac, especially because its consumption would stimulate the production of androsterone by the body, a pheromone that attracts women, via perspiration. But the celery is also rich in nitrates that stimulate the production of NO, and it is a diuretic vegetable whose vasodilator virtues are recognized. This is also the vegetable traditionally used by Chinese medicine to fight against hypertension, the first enemy of erection. Raw cocoa. Cocoa in its raw version, unroasted, is a superfood that contains a lot of essential nutrients because they are not destroyed by heat. Its rich flavonoid makes it an excellent precursor of NO. It is twice as antioxidant as red wine or green tea. In addition, it is very rich in theobromine and dopamine, two precursors of serotonin, the hormone of well-being. And it's well known, a relaxed man is worth two when it comes to getting better. Garlic and vitamin C. Garlic is rich in nitrates and quercetin, which both increase NO levels in the blood. A study has proved that garlic associated with vitamin it was more effective than the dedicated drugs to lower blood pressure and increased blood levels of NO by 200. 3. The dose used for this study was 6 mg of allicin and 2 grams of vitamin C. Grenade. A glass of pomegranate juice a day would boost testosterone production to the point of increasing sexual desire in men and in women. It's a study done by the University of Edinburgh that says it. Four. Other studies had already shown that pomegranate was rich in beneficial polyphenols to regulate blood pressure. Bonus: a glass of pomegranate a day would also reduce the risk of prostate cancer and limit the growth of cancer cells already present. No need to add, understand the pomegranate is perhaps the best friend of the erection. Watermelon. Your erections are particularly vigorous in summer? Perhaps it is due to a high consumption of watermelon. Watermelon is the richest vegetable in L-citrulline, an amino acid precursor to L-arginine that increases the concentration of NO in the blood over a prolonged period. This has been proven by researchers at Paris Descartes University who were working on a supplement based on L-citrulline. 5.